All right, Shalom Akyam. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Chakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you, Akyam, out there worldwide that's doing the work of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, in truth, faith, and sincerity. And for all you brothers out there hustling hard for your reward, this one's going out to you. Please let not your hearts be troubled, because our salvation draweth nigh. Man, it is right at the door. There's more and more chariot sightings. They're becoming so prevalent, it can no longer be denied. Now people as a whole don't understand what those chariots are. They refer to them as UFOs. I'm going to start referring to them as VODs, because they are the vessels of our deliverance. And like I said, brothers are seeing them. They're becoming mainstream. The sightings of the chariots of the Lord are becoming mainstream, and it cannot be denied. And those chariots represent our salvation, and it also represents the judgment and destruction of this present day world, man, this corrupt and wicked world. So we are in beautiful times, and we're coming to the summary of all of the bullshit. All of the suffering, the pain, the anguish, the whole 9 yards. Most High is getting ready to wrap this thing up, and it's been a long time coming for the elect, because we not only waited for this in this lifetime, but the elect have waited for this, since the foundation of the earth, ever since Adam transgressed, which was all a part of the Most High's plan. But ever since Adam transgressed, we've been waiting for this time. And so we come to it. So without any further ado, we're going to go to the book of Romans chapter 13, and we're going to get verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." You understand? So our salvation is nearer than what we even believe. So yeah, you damn straight it's high time to wake up out of sleep. And just like the chief apostle Tahar said, man, the elect, for the most part, have to already be sealed. For the most part. Now, it's going to be some that wake up right at the last. But, for those that, the Most High is doing his thing. So, with that being said, right, man, it's high time to wake out of sleep. And with that being said, because you got some guys that they know that they Israelites, they got some of the breakdown, some of the understanding. They think they good, but they not going all the way in. Well, you halfway sleep. If you're not contributing to the body, the edification, the pushing of the truth, if you're not just being an asset to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as in preaching this gospel, then really you haven't fully awakened, And I'm not talking about for the guys who just came into this, but you got guys that been awakened to the fact that, the Lord is coming back again. Like I said, they are Hebrew Israelites and know, for the most part, the scriptures, but are not fully complying to the scriptures, fully complying to the things that pertain to us as receiving salvation. So you still sleep in a sense. So yeah, it's high time to wake up, man, fully wake up. It's more than just knowing you're a Hebrew Israelite. It's more than just, watching the videos, hitting the thumbs up or commenting. It's got to go deeper than that, man. And I'm gonna go here before we read on. I'm gonna go to Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12, which says, okay, Salakia. Philippians chapter 2 verse 12, it says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because whether you know it or not, or whether you realize it, our salvation is nearer than when we believe. You know? And Paul was saying this 2,000 years ago. So how much more now, man? You should be going full steam ahead in this truth right now. So again, Romans chapter 13, verse 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You know, you saw that massive chariot sighting in New York when brothers was bringing it out, man. It's beautiful, man. All these are the telltale signs that the Most High is getting ready to put in that work. That what the apostles and the elders and coming up under them have been preaching all these years in the past, man. We haven't wasted anyone's time. You know, what's being shown to you with these chariot sightings is that basically it's confirming that what we've been telling you been 100% on point. You know, people get they get an attitude because the apostles say we have 100% truth. Well, the Most High is he's confirming that what we've been saying is 100% true. He's been sending signs and wonders. He's been doing his thing, you know, and we're going to continue to do what we do. We're going to continue to defend the gospel and push this word, man, because we know that our salvation draweth nigh. So with that, let's jump over here to the book of Isaiah, and this is chapter 62, verse 11. It said, behold, the Lord had proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. So, right, we come into the time of the salvation of Zion. And that's 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans predominantly. And we know that Israel is scattered across the globe and has been assimilated into these heathen nations. But you got some Jake that look like these heathens. Their line go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the ones that will be delivered, the telltale sign is that they will have the ears to hear. The Most High is only giving ears to hear to the Israelites. That's why our biggest opponent in this truth are these so-called Christians. You see, because they don't have the ears to hear. The Most High gave them strong delusion. He sent them strong delusion to believe sweet Jesus. And you, Jake, whatever other madness you into, man, you know, the Most High got all of these distractions, stumbling blocks, these pitfalls out here for you to be trapped up in, because, you know, truth be told, you denied Yahweh Shah somewhere in your past life, in your past reincarnation. You denied Yahweh Shah, so you're not gonna get it on this side. But you got Jake waking up everywhere, man, out of all nations, all kingdoms, all tongues, because that was what was prophesied. We are in the time of the fulfillment of this book. You know, when Yahweh Shah come back, he's putting a wrap on it. And it's beautiful, man. This is the beauty of this thing of ours, man. We seeing the conclusion of this gospel, of our faith. Because, it's beautiful how Paul put it, faith which is seen, and I'm paraphrasing, faith which is seen is not faith. So, right, our faith is in the hopes of Yahweh Shah coming back to deliver us. So once we're delivered, Once we see them crowds or Salaki, them clouds crack open and them chariots just pop out of the sky, man, just appear out of nowhere. Hey, we have nothing more to have faith. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but our faith is gonna be brought to a close at that point. Because everything we've been hoping for, we see. Just like we seeing certain things now, but we haven't seen everything in its totality, but it's coming. It is coming. And when it comes, many shall be confounded, perplexed. They're going to be just dumbfounded. And we're going to give praises unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So going back to Romans chapter 13, verse 12, it said, the night is far spent. The night is in reference to this kingdom. This kingdom is done. That's why you hear brothers always saying, man, Esau is done. Right, he's far spent. It's like you got money. And your money is far spent. That means you got little to no money left. So this kingdom is far spent, or the night is far spent. So we at the end of this thing. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. So you got to cast off the works of darkness, which you was taught in this world. The things you were taught in this world, being proud, rebellious, being self-centered, and all the other shit that come with this kingdom. You got to put that off, because the Lord is showing us. Scriptures say that Yahweh Shah was going to come as a thief in the night, but that was to those who wasn't watching. So now's the time, as they say, to have your head on the swivel. You be on that high tower with them high beams on, because the Most High is showing you that salvation draweth nigh. So I'm going to go here. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we seeing them signs. And the Most High is getting ready to visit the world which he made. And it's going to be, the day of the Lord is darkness. Scripture even says that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. When the Most High come back to visit the world which he made, Scripture even told us that let me read this real quick. That it would be as the days of Noah were. So yeah, let's read that real quick, and then we'll close out. So yeah, we jump over to let's see. Bear with me 1 second. So this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. It says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, which is referring to Noah. It said, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So shall also the coming of Yahweh shall be. This is when the Lord is going to visit the world which he made. Now, before the flood, and the Most High visited the world during the first death or before the first death, he said, well, let me just jump over and read it. Genesis, the 6th chapter. And it says here, I'm going to start at verse 6. No, I'm going to start at verse 5. All right. So this is Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. And Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I had made them. So this was during their first visitation of Yahweh. This is the time of Noah. Now I just read the coming of Yahweh Shai would be as the days of Noah were. Now the scriptures say that they'd be eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. They'd be having a good time. But in the same fashion as the days of Noah, the world was exceedingly polluted with wickedness. And we find the same thing here in this day. So I'm bringing that up to say, when the Most High visit the world, you really think he's going to be welcoming everybody with open arms? For you Christians out there? I don't think so. Lord is coming back with furious vengeance. And I don't want no parts of it. So, yeah, with that being said, man, hey, the night is far spent. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe. So, yeah, hey, if you lollygagging, get it together. Because you're going to get caught out there in a bad way, and you don't want to be that man. You don't want to be that person. So with that being said, man, again, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Hakodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akyam out there that's pushing this truth, man. Like I said, hustling hard for their reward. You brothers stay up until the next lesson. Shalom.